Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be removing these press-on nails from this hand. I'm going to leave them on this hand just because I have a couple of people message me and comment and stuff saying that they'd like to see how long these press-ons last. So I'm going to keep them on my right hand just to see how long they last. Eventually, obviously, I will take them off if they don't come off naturally, but I haven't lost any. I did them a week and 2 days ago, so that's how long I've had them on so far. But I really want to show you all a new product that I've bought in the Black Friday sales, and it is these here from Mail Order. They are the Angel Builder Gels. They're absolutely beautiful. Like, look how stunning that packaging is. I have used them all apart from this one so far. I've done a set with each. I have just done it on a client, so that video will be coming as well. But what I'm going to do today is remove all of this hand and then do one of each on these nails so you can see each colour individually. So I'm just going to remove these press-ons now. I am just going to e-file them off just because I can't really be bothered to soak. So I'm just going to do it the quicker way because I don't have the patience to soak them. So I'm just going to cut them first down to like just above my natural nail, so I don't actually cut into my natural nail. But these press-ons have lasted so well. These are the BT Art Box ones. The link to that brand is in my description box along with a discount code. As you can see, they have lasted brilliantly. Like, they've gone over a week so far and they're still going strong. They're growing out, you can see at the bottom, but other than that, they're perfect, which is brilliant. But anyway, I'm just going to quickly remove them. I would typically soak off press-ons because obviously they are only made of plastic. And I am going to soak these off. I just mean like I'm not going to soak them from nothing, if that makes sense. Like I'm gonna file them down to really thin first so they soak off quicker, just to save me some time. But they do usually, obviously I've never actually soaked off these ones in specific, so I can't comment too much, but they do usually soak off pretty quick, press-ons do. I'm just going to file down to a really thin layer, just like I would anything else, to be fair. Get rid of any lifting. There's no point soaking off lifted material. Just a waste of time. I'm just going to speed through this. Right, so I've filed them down really thin, and then I've just popped some, not hot water, but like warm enough water. Well, yeah, it is hot, but it's not boiling. Just popped it in the bottom of this thing, and I'm just going to put some acetone in the top, and then that water underneath will warm up the acetone and make it work quicker. So this is what my nails look like at the moment. Obviously not looking great, but still got some product on there to soak off. So we're going to pop these into here, let that soak for about, I'm going to give it 10 minutes, and then I'll show you what they look like after 10 minutes. We'll scrape off all the excess. We'll re-soak if we need to, and then obviously if I don't need to, then that's fine. So like I said, I'm going to do a different builder gel on each nail just so you can see all of the colours, because there's 5 altogether, and obviously it's handy that I've got 5 nails. And then after I've done that, because I don't want to walk around with 5 different coloured nails because that's going to look quite odd, I am just going to, hold on, get rid of this. I am going to be popping some glitter on. I've just mixed this for a client. I'll tell you what it's created with. I used Lilac Lights Polish from Gel Perfection, which is a glitter like this. And then I also used a bit of this, which is the same sort of thing, but it's silver and it's called Snow Angel. And then, just because I don't want the same as that client and I want like more of a bluey hue to it, I'm going to actually add a couple more colours and stuff. So I'm going to pop some peppermint candy in. It looks like this. And then I'll show you the glitters that I put in it originally in a sec. And just quickly use that hand that's in the acetone. I want it to be like a lot more bluey green, so I'm going to add quite a bit of that. And then once I've done that, let me show you the glitters that are already in there, and then I will add the other ones that I want to add. So I've got Gold Crush in there from Sparkle Supplies. I've got this one, which is called Aster, which is from Tia's Beauty. I've got this one from Tia's Beauty, which is Silver Dust. And then I've got this, which is Diamond Dust from Sparkle Supplies UK. They're already in this mix. I'm going to add some of this, which is Peppermint from Sparkle Supplies UK. And then I'm also going to add a bit of this Turquoise Dust from Tia's Beauty as well. So I'm just going to scoop up a little bit on my spatula thing. And then a bit of the other one as well. I'll lie that down, it's easier. Pop that on top. And then I'm just going to mix that up, see what it looks like. And I'll see if I need to add anything else in when it's mixed. Obviously have no idea what it's going to look like, but we'll soon find out. Ooh, I like that. Very pretty. I am going to add some Aurora Chrome. I'm going to add a bit of the Pearl Aurora Chrome from Tia's Beauty, just because it's got like a green sort of shift to it, and that's obviously the colour scheme that I'm going for. So I'm just going to wipe off my tool. And then get some of that out. I don't want too much. But that'll do. And then I am going to put just a little bit more of the turquoise dust in, and a little bit more of the peppermint candy polish as well. And then I'm just going to circle that in. Wow, this is just stunning. Hopefully you'll be able to see it better on my nails than you can on camera, because it's not really coming up very well on this black background, but hopefully when it's on my nails you'll be able to see it better. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do for that anyway. So I'm just going to finish soaking these nails for a few more minutes, and then I will come back to get that off and start build gel application. Okay, so this is what they look like at the moment. It really hasn't been very long. I didn't actually leave any time between that clip that I've just filmed of me creating the glitter and now, because I took them out the lamp just to quickly glance at them, pick something up, and they look like this. So I thought, do you know what, that looks like they're ready to come off, so let's not wait any longer. So they're super quick to soak off, which is obviously fab. Don't want to be sat here soaking stuff for ages and ages. It's very boring. So that's great. They've come off super easy. So now we can prep for a builder gel. So I'll just sort out this. It's got all that dust in the middle. I'm going to move it like that. So first things first, I'm just going to go over my nails with a lint-free pad and some acetone just to dry out that sticky stuff that's left. I'm going to give it a sec just to dry down a bit. I'm going to go in with my cuticle bit first of all, which is the Anastasia bit from Willow Academy. I'm just going to go around my cuticles with that, make sure there's no skin anywhere on the nail plate that I don't want it to be. I'm just going to first start by going from the centre to the left of my nail with my e-file in forward, and then I will flip it into reverse and do the other side. So I'm always moving the skin away from the nail. I'm not focusing on removing all that excess like actual product. I'm literally just using this bit to push my cuticle back. It's my sanding band that will help me remove that excess product. I'm just going to pop it in reverse now. I'm going to wait till my e-file's completely off and stopped spinning before I put it in reverse. And then once it's stopped, I can pop it in. Got a lot of dry skin on that nail that I'll sort out. And also a lot of the press-on nails still on me as well. I'm just gently going around to the outside of my nails, down the sidewall, pushing all the skin away from my nails. So that's what they look at the moment. Don't worry, I know they look horrendous, but that is normal because we're just going to soak off. I'm just going to get a sanding band now. I'm using a 240 grit on my mandrel. And then I'm popping it back into forward for this. It's just on 5,000 RPMs, nothing crazy. And I'm very gently just going to go over the whole surface of the nail. And this is going to remove any of that product from the press-ons and then also prep my nails for application of builder. Like so. Just going to do that for every nail. I'm just going to quickly do the others off camera because obviously I'm doing the same thing 5 times. Okay, so this is what they look like now. I've just filed them to shape off camera because I find hand filing the shape of them really difficult on camera. So I've just done that quickly out of the way. This is what they're looking like. Very dry, but it's fine. Nothing cuticle oil won't help. They actually look worse on camera than they do in person, which is not very good. But anyway, so I'm going to be using this product here, which is X Prime from Nail Order. I'm just going to get all the dust off my other hand and get my lamp near me ready to use. Actually, I just quickly need to open all the bottles as well. Okay, so first things first, like I just said, is X Prime. I'm just going to go in with that over the whole entire nail plate. I already had this because I've got their extensions as well, the full cover ones. They're the brand that I use. I'm hoping that I really get on with this builder gel because I'd like to move over to Nail Order completely because as everybody knows probably by now, Gel Perfection are no longer, so I need a new builder gel brand, and then as I run out of gel polishes I will want to obviously replace them. So, and Nail Order have just brought out a new line of gel polish, so I'd quite like for it to be them because I love the brand. Like their products are like the ones that I've used so far have been great. The bottles, as you can see, are just beautiful, so I'd really like to get on with them. So anyway, we're going in with Divine first, and I'm going to do a really thin layer of each colour on each nail, almost like you would apply a base coat, and then I'm going to pop that in the lamp, and then we're going to go in with our building layer. So just first doing that thin layer, making sure to cover the whole nail, and I'm also capping the free edge. I want to get this layer as perfect as possible because that's going to make the next one so much easier if I can get this one nice and neat. So I've not got too much on my brush because I don't want to risk flooding everything. It is a thinner consistency, but I found it doesn't run very much, which is good. I have used a thinner builder gel before and it just went everywhere and it was an absolute nightmare, but this one, although it is thinner, it's not as messy, which is good. So that is Divine. Obviously you'll see the colours better when they're like full coverage, like when I've done the builder layer of it. But I'm just going to pop that in the lamp just to flash cure it. Well, I'm going to cure it for 30 seconds. I'd usually do obviously a full minute, but I'll put it in with the rest of them as well. But I just want to make sure that stays still while I turn my hand over to do the rest of the nails. Just quickly show you the bottle. So the name's on the side, the brand is on the front and the name of the builder, and then the top, the lid has got the colour in, which is perfect. So you can see which colour you need from all angles, no matter how you store your gels. The next one is more of a nude and it is called Cherub. Like I said, you will see the colours better on the next layer when I use it a bit thicker. That's what I like about these. They've got quite a good array of like full coverage. There's obviously only 5 colours altogether, but they're not all like completely full coverage, because not everyone wants their gel to be full coverage. You might like the translucent look. So that is Cherub. Then I'm going to go in with Faith. Look how much glitter I've got on that finger, it's ridiculous. This one's more of a nudie pink. I was a bit concerned actually, I'm not going to lie, when I first opened the bottle to have a look at it, I was like, oh god, it looks really thin, I'm not going to like it, because I didn't like the other one that was thin. But I've used this on, like I said, 4 clients now, and I'm really impressed with how it works. It's super easy to use actually. I was quite surprised. This one so far has been my favourite, but I haven't used the last one yet, so I can't really say which one my favourite is yet. So I'm yet to use Seraph, which is the next one I'm going to put on. There's a little hair there, I just want to get rid of it before I put on gel. This one is called Saint, and for anyone that does or did use Gel Perfection Builder gels, this one I'd say is the closest match to Apricot. It's that like nudie peachy colour. Very nice, solid, rich colour. And then we've got Seraph, which I assume is how you say it. I don't know, but it's a really light pink. And this is the only one I haven't used properly yet, so it'd be nice for me to see this one. Obviously, the main problem you've got with swatches of build gels is they look, well, swatches of anything is it looks different on different skin tones. So you sort of have to take them with a pinch of salt. But anyway, I'm going to pop those into the lamp now. You can see already that this is the most pigmented. Divine's got lovely colour to it. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp for 60 seconds now. Okay, so I'm going back to the thumb again, and that is Divine. So I'm just popping a little bit on my I'm using this finger to pull the skin away from both sides of my nails, by the way, as well. I'm just going to apply another layer like I did the first time. Almost, I'm using this as a slip layer. So I'm just doing another thin one. Don't want to load my brush up too soon and then plonk it all on and then have too much everywhere. So I'm just popping that on first, because where gel is, gel will go. So now I've popped that on, I'm going to get a bigger amount on my brush. And I'm just going to bring that up the middle, having less towards the free edge, because I'll pull it up to the free edge with a nail art brush. I'm doing that at every angle, like so. I'm going to just a little bit more. Really don't have that much on my brush, by the way. I'm not using this thick by any means. Take a little bit off there. Then I'm going to get a striper. I use the Magpie one, but you can use any. They all do the same thing. And I'm just going to use that to first pop the bubbles, and then secondly manoeuvre it to where I want it. So let me just zoom in so you can see better. There we go. So first of all, I'm just going to get my nice cuticle line around that area there. Get it nice and perfect and neat. Then I'm going to continue that round to the side walls. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to pull where I need it. So I'm going to put it to the free edge, because obviously, like I said, I didn't put that much product at the free edge. So I prefer to have more control over how like thick the free edge is, basically. So I prefer to just bring the product down myself, get how much I want there. And these are really nice because they're really buildable. So if you do have a client where you feel like you need a thicker layer, you could even make it thicker, or even just go in with another thin layer after this. This is so difficult to do on camera. Just making that cuticle area nice and neat. And that's it. You can see from the side view that it's nice and smooth. We have got a little tiny lip at the free edge. So I'm just going to pull and fill in the gap just before that lip, like so. There we go. I'm going to pop that into the lamp because I don't want that to move while I'm doing the rest of my nails. I also don't get any heat spike with this. It's in the lamp now. It's been in for 20 seconds and I've had no heat spike whatsoever. Like, I can't feel a thing, which is really good because some are really bad for that. But yeah, this one is great. So I'm just going to put it in for 30 again, just keep it still while I do the others. So next up, I'm going to do Cherub, which is on my index finger. And again, I'm going in with a small amount as my slip layer. Like so. And then I'm going to get like a bead on my brush, place it down here. I'm tilting my finger downwards slightly. I'm not sure if you can tell on camera, but I do find the fingernails easier to do than my thumbnail just because they are obviously smaller, so you need less product and less manoeuvring of product. I'm just going to pop a line down the centre and then one smaller amount either side. And it does self-level really, really nicely on its own, but I do like to just make sure that it goes right down to the side walls. It's easier to get a brush like this to the side walls than it is a big bulky bottle brush. So I find it much easier to get a really nice, clean and neat application in those harder to reach areas with this sort of brush. So I'm just going to pull it back for a sec. And then, as mad as it sounds, just pull it back down. I'm going to check from the side. Got a hair of some sort or something there. Just pick that up. Didn't get it. So I like to use the line of light for this. There we go, got it. I wouldn't have otherwise seen that, so it's really handy when you use the line of light to see if you've got that perfect. Now, as you can see there, that goes to the side when the light hits it. So if I just ever so slightly, just move that over a little bit. Get that nice and neat. It's then really smooth. If you check from the side, if there's any dips or anything, you'll be able to see them from that way as well. So I'm going to pop that into the lamp just to keep it still again. So I'm just flash curing for 20 seconds. So you can see from the side we've got quite a nice natural apex there. Obviously I don't need a really high apex on my nails because they're not super long. But that is plenty to help my nails stay strong. So next up is Faith. This is a stunning colour. Again, it's going in my slip layer. And then I'm going to get a bead on my brush again. Just place it just before the cuticle because I don't want there to be too much there. And then just very lightly just float it down, adding anywhere in particular that I feel like I might need it. If I don't need it, great. If I do, not a problem. Just add a little bit more. My nails, as everybody knows, because I explain in every single video, are super, super flimsy. So I do feel like I like to have a little bit more on mine, just because they need a little bit more help. But I don't want them to look big and thick and bulky, which is why I'm loving this builder gel. It's very buildable. Also super strong with not using a lot of product as well. The colours are just stunning. I'm just flipping my hand around to look at it from a different view. Sometimes I find it easier to do it this way round with my middle nail. I don't know why. It's only different to any other nail, but it is for some reason for me. I'm just going to get off that small bit there with a little brush. Just here before it has time to run too far. Just got a little speck of glitter in there that I need to get out. There we go. And I'm just going to put that back where it needs to be. Like so. Again, checking from the sides to make sure we've got a nice apex, but it's not anywhere it shouldn't be. And then I'm going to flash cure that as well. And then I'm gonna pop the other two on off camera because you'll still see the colour, but it won't lead to like me taking 5 minutes per nail because it's going to take a long time otherwise. And then obviously at the very end, when you've seen all the colours, I'm going to pop this glitter on as well. So make sure you stick around for that. Not like you're gonna have to wait a long time because it's going to skip to that basically in a second. But yeah, I'm just going to pop Saint on this one and Seraph on this one. So these are all the colours. The pinky is Seraph, which is this one. The ring finger is Saint, middle finger is Faith, index is Cherub, and then thumb is Divine. They are all such beautiful colours. Like, there's something for everyone and every skin tone. They're just perfect. All totally different, but stunning. This one is definitely the closest to blush from Gel Perfection, and this one is the closest to apricot. Just in case you use those, and then this one is closest to nude, so there's definitely something for everyone that uses that brand in specific. Obviously I'm not sure about others because that's the brand that I use. So now I'm going to pop this gel on the top so you can see how sparkly that is, because I'm going to look really strange walking around with 5 different shades of builder. So let's get these painted. I'm actually a bit sad to be covering up these gels because they're just so beautiful, but it is the season, so I feel like glitter is sort of needed at the moment. I'm not putting too much on because I want to make sure it cures properly, so I'm just doing it nice and thin, but it is very glittered, like concentrated with glitter. That's another reason I want to do it so thin as well. I will be doing 2 coats, so it's fine, it will cover. Look how beautiful that is. There's so many different glitters in there. Well, obviously, as you know, because I showed you how many are in here, but I love doing this with glitters, just mixing a load and seeing how it turns out. A few of my clients really love it as well, so I do it quite often. You always get something unique doing it that way. I've not refined these nails at all because the application was so super simple. I don't feel I need it. If you do need it, you can. Obviously just be mindful that it is a nice thin builder, so you don't want to take off too much by refining. You just want something nice and easy. And to be fair, I've always found that it's very rare that I refine builder gel, because if you use the striper brush technique where you move the builder to where you want it, I don't really feel like refining is necessary because you've spent that bit of extra time at that stage getting it perfect, which then prevents you having to spend the time at the end doing that bit. So I'm just going to finish off doing the first coat of this and cure it, and then we can do the second coat. Okay, so I'm just going to do the second layer now. Wow. I'm going to do it off camera and then top coat and show you. Okay, I've done 2 coats on all of them. They are super, super sparkly. I'm just going to go in now and wipe over with some acetone because I want to just give them a really light buff over, just so they're nice and smooth. I also want to file the free edge before I top coat so I can make sure that I can nicely cap the free edge with my top coat and not have bumpy bits where the glitter is. So I'm just going to first of all do that. Just like so, super gentle. This is just a 240 grit buffer, nothing too crazy. I'm just making sure that that free edge is nice and smooth, and I've not got any bits of glitter that are going to catch on anything and really bug me. I'm not reshaping or anything. I'm literally just removing any excess glitter because they are super, super glittery. Look at those. I've only just realised now that I've painted my nails that I didn't take a picture as a thumbnail of the colours of the builder, so that's great. very frustrating, but I'm not taking this off to do it, that's for sure. So it's just going to have to be a picture of the builders themselves. I'm just smoothing them out. I'll do these two off camera. And then I'm just going to use the other side of that buffer to buff out any not any imperfections, but just any bits of glitter that are sticking up. Make sure it's all nice and smooth. And then it'll also be more interesting when we top coat, because the glitter will come to life as well, because we've made it dull now. So I'm just going to do this quickly off camera, because this video is getting really, really long. And then we can top coat together, because that's definitely the best part. Okay, now it's time for top coat. So I'm just going to grab my no wipe top coat and go straight in. Wow, they are so sparkly. They're that sparkly you actually can't see all the individual sparkles on camera, which is quite disappointing, but you can still see that they're sparkly, of course. I'm not too annoyed, but you just have to take my word for it that they're much better in person. Just put a nice even layer over every nail. Wow, mesmerising. And then that is all I'm doing for this video, because I already know that it's way longer than I wanted it to be, but included everything I wanted to include. You saw all the builder gels and the beautiful packaging. Honestly, I'd highly recommend. Obviously I'm not jumping the gun in terms of like telling you they're amazing and they last forever, blah blah, because I actually don't know yet. I'm still in the trialing process of that stage, because 4 of my clients have got them on, and obviously now I've got one on each hand. So we will soon see the retention when they come back in a few weeks, and just over time how mine wear. If they last on me, honestly it will be a miracle, because I'm a nightmare with my nails and I change them far too often. They don't really have a chance to even last long, but we'll see anyway. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is how the nails turned out. Absolutely beautiful. I still need to put some cuticle on and stuff because my hands are super dry and I've just done that soak off. But how stunning are these glitters all together? They look so sparkly in person. I really wish you could see. Oh, that's better close up. But yeah, there's just so much going on in these nails. It's really hard to capture it all on camera, but I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.